Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have before you the Kefine DelCi. So Kefine is a relatively new IEM company. They seem to have appeared from the end of last year, offering the KANA, their first ever IEM. At the time, it seems to be one of the most sound value planar IEM in the market. And now they have released another high sound value IEM, the DelCi. It is a single dynamic driver IEM with a 10mm DLC PU composite diaphragm. I would like to first thank Mr. Colin Yang from Kefine for sending this unit for touring purposes, as well as making this review possible. I did not receive any financial benefit from him. Everything I said in this video will be my subjective opinion only. Now, the package of the DelCi is quite minimal. It arrives in a small rectangular box. The content of the box includes the IEM itself, a 3.5mm termination cable, a PU leather carrying case, 3 pairs of normal bore silicone tips, 3 pairs of wide bore silicone tips, a user manual, and a quality certificate paper. For the design, the DelCi has a full metal shell and faceplate. The faceplate has the Kefine logo on it. The shell feels very smooth and has no rough edges around it. The matte finish doesn't attract fingerprints as well as fine scratches. I have no complaints regarding the build quality of the DelCi. The comfort is very top-notch as well. The smooth surface makes the IEM slide in my ears very easily and comfortably. The isolation was only above average though. The cable is a 4-course oxygen-free copper cable. It is soft, neither too thin nor too thick, and has no memory. The other hardwares of the cable are made out of metal. Overall, this is a really nice stock cable. Onto the sound impression, the DelCi has a warm neutral tonality. For the bass, it has a sub-bass over mid-bass presentation. There is a heavy dose of bass, yet it doesn't feel overwhelming. The sub-bass rumble is well textured with a lot of air movement, which makes it a very suitable IEM for EDM. Mid-bass punches are rounded, yet not clear-cutted in definition. Kick drums sound present and full, with just enough body to them. The plucking of the double bass and cello are more heard than felt. Not that it is too lacking by any means. With super fast-paced metal tracks, the DelCi does show the driver's limitation because it doesn't have the quickest transients. As for the mid-range, instruments sound very natural with just enough warmth to them. There is a surprisingly low amount of bleediness. Piano sounds natural and light with good resonance. The stroke of the violin feels very smooth and not abrasive. The DelCi has what I would consider a Goldilocks zone vocals, as in thick, thin, and lush and lean at the same time. It is good, but weirdly good. Is it neutral? I would say no due to the apparent coloration. Female vocals sounds vibrant, lively, and just forward enough, but are more prone to sibilance at higher volume due to the seemingly high amount of 7 to 10 kHz energy. Adele and Laufey's voice sound quite nice. I would say female vocals are a bit better than male vocals on the DelCi. Deep male vocals or baritones sound a bit thin to my taste. The treble on the DelCi is smooth, laid back, and quite forgiving. It is light and wispy, decently airy, although with not much bite to it. There's not enough brilliance for hardcore treble chaser. Percussion instruments sound natural with sufficient sparkle and lingering decay, but they serve more as a background support for the bass and the mid. Technicality-wise, the DelCi has around average spatiality, with more width and height than depth. The imaging is decent, although the layering is not clear-cutted, noticeably in busier orchestra tracks. Instruments and vocals can sound jumbled up together with those tracks. For the comparison, first I will compare the DelCi with the QKZ HBB. The reason for this comparison is that both IEM have a very warm, smooth, and relaxing tonality. Yet there are some differences between the two. For the bass, the DelCi is more well controlled, faster, and has better texture. The mid-bass has more girth, thumpier, and slam harder on the QKZ HBB, but it sounds more sluggish, evident in many quick-paced rock songs. In the grand scheme of things, the bass line on both IEM are quite blurry though. Both sets mid-range are smooth, however on the QKZ HBB, it has this slightly darker edge to it. The DelCi's mid-range is leaner and thinner. The instrument has more breathing room with the DelCi, with more edginess to it. At higher volume, the DelCi is a more fatiguing set for sure. Male vocal has more heft on the QKZ HBB, whereas the female vocals is better on the DelCi because they sound clearer and a bit more energetic. The treble is noticeably smoother, yet snappier on the DelCi, whereas the QKZ HBB's treble is more jagged, more recessed, a bit less detailed overall. Soundstage and layering is better on the DelCi. The resolution is also a notch higher too, with the detail retrieval felt more effortless. All in all, I think even if the QKZ HBB is a great bass head IEM for starters, if you plan to upgrade it, I think the Kefine DelCi is a very viable candidate. The second IEM I will compare with is the Simgot EA500LM. These two IEM graphs may have been very similar, especially from the bass up to 2 kHz, but in real life listening, there are more differences to them. Starting with the bass on the EA500LM sounds tighter, cleaner, yet it doesn't have that rounded feeling to it, like the DelCi's. The EA500LMs sound more technical, while the DelCi's sound more musical. The bass line felt more distinct with the EA500LM. The mid-range on the DelCi are a bit lusher. The note weight is also denser. Instruments timbre are more natural on the DelCi. The female vocal sounds a bit more forward on the EA500LM. At higher volume, the LM appears to be shoutier. The treble on the LM is also more energetic and sparklier. Cymbals and hi-hats sound sharper and crisper. Soundstage-wise, these two are on a similar level, with the DelCi being slightly wider, but the LM has better depth. The layering is better on the LM, with the LM is also more resolving, but more fatiguing as well. The last comparison I will do is with the Tanchjim 4U. Now, I've already compared the two in my previous video, but I'll just do it again. Basically, the 4U will be set to the pop mode or the second most bass option. For the bass, the pop mode makes the 4U have a heavier subbass roll-off, and this is quite easy to spot. With a lower bass presence, it makes the mid-range stand out more, clearer, and more aligned with the treble's energy. In short, the texture was on a similar level, but if you want a fun type of bass, get the DelCi, else if you want a more natural bass line, get the 4U. For the mid-range, these two are quite similar on graph, and yes, in real-life listening, it can be categorized as warm and smooth. Instruments sound natural on both sets, but the 4U timbre is a bit dry and more analytical. Both male and female vocals sound more forward, open, clearer, and less muted on the DelCi. With the 4U, it sounds as if everything was coming out of a box, like it is overly filtered or something was holding it back. The 4U wants you to listen to it at a higher volume level. The treble on the 4U is crisper as opposed to the DelCi's more laid-back and aerated treble. With a lower bass energy, percussion instruments seem to sit more forward as well. Cymbals and hi-hats have more bite to them. Soundstage is a bit better, more holographic with the 4U, yet the separation was less. More claustrophobic, I think. In conclusion, I really like the DelCi. Its well-balanced tonality makes it a very easy to enjoy IEM. Because my library has a lot of pop, rock, and hip-hop songs, the DelCi also has great compatibility with it. If you are looking for a great value IEM at $75 with a warm, smooth, and relaxing tuning, I would highly recommend the DelCi. But if you are looking for an IEM that has a clean lower mid-range, brighter and more forward vocal, as well as having better treble brilliance and micro detail, then sadly this IEM is not it. That's it for my review, and thank you for watching.